Dear me, I sometimes forget how much I like to just look up into the sky, just enjoy the vastness of it, to notice the clouds and the shape and watch them pass by. I sometimes forget many things that I enjoy and even things that I find important. And so I'm jotting them down here to help to remind me on those things that I think are important. Today's task is to write a letter to ourselves. And the content of this letter is reminding ourselves of things we don't want to forget. In everyday life, we're so busy just getting through the day. And so we do what is urgent. We do what is necessary. But we don't always do what is important. And so a gentle reminder to ourselves on what is important every now and then, so that that too can get done. I've also noticed that when people are upset and they ask me, how do I cope with this situation? Maybe somebody said something to them and they have to reply. And I'll smile at them and I'll think, but you know this, you know how to handle this situation. And they'll be like, no, really, you have to tell me. And I'll say, okay, well, if they're a parent, I'll ask them, if your kid came to you with this problem, what would you say? And they'll rattle off an answer. And if you're not a parent, if your good friend came to you with this situation, what would you say? And they're still able to give an answer. It's incredible that when we looking at somebody else's life and they have a situation which they think is a problem, we are able to give guidance. And then when that same thing is happening to us, we feel all frazzled and overwhelmed and think we don't know what to do, but we do. We know what to do. And so when we get into this habit of writing to ourselves about what is important, then sometimes even when a situation has come up and we write to ourselves about the situation, the way we would guide someone we love, we often realize we knew the answers all along. And that's the important bit, to guide someone we love, dealing with something that they find difficult. Self-love is realizing that we already know how to love because we're doing it all the time. And sometimes it's just changing that direction to me. And so writing this letter to me is like writing a letter to someone else so that I can create that sense of distance to be able to love. But it's also writing a letter to me, and there's no distance. And it's me telling myself what is most important. Resist the urge to go into lecture mode. When people we love go into lecture mode with us, we stop listening. But when they just talk to us, we listen. And so, of course, when we're loving ourselves, if we go into lecture mode, we're not listening. So just talk and enjoy the conversation.